What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to today's edition of Free Tool Friday. My name is Tyler S. Clark, co-founder of Dream Firms, where we create generational wealth and impact for entrepreneurial accountants by systemizing how they attract, win, and retain the business of their dream clients. And what I'd love to share with you today is my top 21 takeaways from 2021. Getting right into it. Takeaway number one is you can learn any skill. However, repetition is the mother of skill. And if you practice the wrong techniques, you'll end up with bad habits and by course, directly responding to bad results and bad skills. So be very conscious of, are you getting the results you're looking for from the skills you're looking to develop? If the answer to that question is no, well, time to do something differently. Look at the fundamental base of that skill set and dig into it, because you can learn any skill. Number two, increase your value by delivering more results. There's a lot of talk, rightfully so, in the accounting space about value billing, and the value of the services that we all deliver. And if you want to increase your value is a synonym for results. So the more problems you solve, the more results you deliver, and by extension, your value is now higher. So again, be able to increase your value by delivering more results, solve more problems. Number three, always who, then how. Always who, then how. A lot of people like to start with, how do I get clients? And I say, no, who is your dream client first? A lot of people say, I want to learn how to do marketing first, right? I want to learn how to do this thing. And I say, no, who's the person, who's the expert that can help you to learn the skill significantly faster? Always who, then how. Don't start with the how, start with the who. Takeaway number four, don't speak bad spells on yourself. Do not speak bad spells on yourself. What do I mean by that? The words we say are incredibly powerful. I am equating them to magic on purpose. When you say, I am this, I am overwhelmed, I am unprepared, I'm not ready, I am bad at sales, congratulations, you have spoken a definitive statement. We can't do anything about it. If you change your language, you will change how you behave. Therefore, you will change the results you're capable of generating for yourself. Instead of, I am bad at sales, I don't even like to say it out loud because I feel like I'm speaking a bad spell on myself. I could say, I have a proclivity to being nervous during the sales conversation, and I'm working on improving it. Fundamentally different, and get you a fundamentally different result, okay? Number five, don't let the past control your future, okay? Imagine for a moment that I had a terrible accounting relationship, okay? And I went to an accounting professional and they completely screwed me over, had no idea what they were doing. Do I now condemn all accounting professionals? Of course not. That would be absolutely silly. So if you've had a bad experience related to marketing, related to coaching, related to anything that you know is something that should be a point of strength for your business, just like accounting needs to be a point of strength for every business, don't let the past control your future. Learn from those mistakes, build on them so that you don't repeat those mistakes, and continue to move forward to your dream firm. Takeaway number six. The shiniest object in the world is your dream client. If you find yourself getting distracted, not being as productive as you feel you should, it's because you don't truly know who your dream client is. If you really know and you love working with them and you deliver great results and you have fantastic profit margins, what else in the world do you need to focus on? Why would you need to go and buy another program, course, product, anything in the world if you know that's what this is all about? That's what the game is all about at the end of the day. And if you play the game the right way, you will win. Focus on your dream clients above all else. Number seven, scope creep is the owner's responsibility. If you are experiencing scope creep in your accounting firm, please understand that the only way to solve the problem associated with scope creep is radical responsibility, ownership, taking control of it and saying, just because we had this agreement or no agreement from several months or years ago, and now it is being overstepped, it is my responsibility to enforce the boundaries that protect my firm's profitability and protect our team's overall well-being, because scope creep affects everyone, and the clients most likely don't even know that scope creep is happening, but we have to communicate it, take ownership of scope creep, and eradicate it for good. Number 8, work-life balance is a myth, is my takeaway, okay? Work-life balance is a myth, and the reason that this is a myth to me is when you say work-life balance, it automatically assumes that if one of these goes down, the other one has to go up, right? Or that if there's this perfect equilibrium that will exist between these two things. And what I've realized is that it's extremely normal to have intense periods of work where you are working hard on your firm, you're maximizing the time of year, and you're really stepping on the gas because you've got tremendous opportunity in front of you and you want to capitalize on it. And then on other periods of the year, right? Vacation, when you don't have as much to do, it's not tax season, it's very normal to have that change and to have that relationship and dynamic change. So again, you can't separate your life from your work, right? Like you can't. These things are intertwined on purpose, and they should be. That's not to say overwork yourself. That's not to say don't work at all. But I really believe that this idea of work-life balance is something that isn't being talked about in the right capacity. And my takeaway is that work-life balance is a myth. And to seek a perfect equilibrium between them is just an impossible outcome. Takeaway number 9, 3 sacred hours of working on your firm per day. These are sacred, okay? This is where our top clients make the most progress. This is where the top entrepreneurs in the world make the most progress, because if you are looking to stop working in your firm and you are looking to work on your firm, you must have a sacred block of time in which nothing can impact your thoughts except what you consider to be the highest priority of the day. And if you stick with that habit, and 3 hours every day, 15 hours per work week, and that stacks, your business will transform, because you cannot make time, you can only trade time, okay? So again, 3 sacred hours per day, you must have that. If you don't have that, I'm sorry, you're gonna stay stuck where you are. It's just a law I've seen time and time again. Takeaway number 10, system building is the most important responsibility for the entrepreneurial accountant. There is no priority that is higher than building systems. And the reason that is true is that systems are the only way to make more money in less time. The whole reason we became entrepreneurs is control over our time, control over our income. And in order for you to not need to make 40 grand by working 40 hours and then say make 80 grand by working 80 hours, as you said, if I'm in control, I can make 80,000 for half the amount of time, or I can make 800,000 in half the time. And that is the goal. And the only way to accomplish that goal is by building systems. And that is the highest priority of the firm owner at all times. Takeaway number 11, it's never faster for you to do it yourself. If you ever say these words out loud, I want you to just like, well, I'm not a fan of violence, but just like give yourself a little tap here and just be like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's never faster for me to do it myself. In any context, there's never faster for you to do it yourself, okay? You should only be doing the things that you know deliver maximum value back inside of your accounting firm, okay? Anything that is not that, it is never faster for you to do it yourself under any context ever, okay? Number 12, I'm running out, I'm out, 1, 2, right? Takeaway number 12. If no one wants to work for you, no one will want to work with you, okay? So again, if you are struggling to attract clients, well, that normally has to do with you're struggling to attract talent as well. These are two sides of the same coin. If you are struggling with client acquisition or talent acquisition, we need to take a hard look in the mirror and say, what is preventing people from wanting to work with me? What are the character traits that I am not exuding? What are the things that are missing that are preventing people from wanting to be on this journey with me? Takeaway number 14. You're not going to want to miss this one. Saying no is far more important and difficult than saying yes. We've been conditioned to say yes, and many times yes can be important, but oftentimes no is a significantly more important word to use, and you want to use it liberally. You should be saying no almost all the time because your time is precious. And every time you say yes, you're committing to investing your time, whether you're saying yes to opening an email, saying yes to attending a webinar, saying yes to a client that your gut's telling you no to, whether you're saying yes to continuing to work with a bad client for too long. There are too many things that you're saying yes to that you need to start to say no to. Takeaway number 15, which ties very closely into takeaway 14. Prune your firm every single year. Necessary Endings is one of my favorite books because unfortunately, certain things in life have to come to an end in order for life to blossom and grow. The rose bush does not grow unless we prune it back. Your firm does not grow and reach its true potential if you do not prune the bad clients from its foliage. I'm trying to keep my language set here, but if you don't remove bad clients, don't be surprised you're not growing because they will take up time. They will take up a lot of time. They will not be profitable and they will contribute to negative thoughts more than anything else. And you must protect these three things because they are sacred. Takeaway number 16. Reviews are the digital equivalency of gold. You can tell me you're the best accountant until you're blue in the face. I'm probably not going to believe you. If I see people who are similar to myself that have said, you are the best accountant in the world for me, for my industry, for what I do, I'm significantly more likely to believe you. If there is a block of gold sitting on my desk, right? And I could say, hey, you know what? All you had to do is just ask politely for this block of gold and I give it to you. Would you ask? Of course you would. So please ask for reviews. It builds your credibility. You can lean into them when all of a sudden you're questioning whether or not you have that, you've got your value, right? Everybody has those moments. It's normal, but having those testimonials, you lean into them, they give you that extra boost to continue to move forward, okay? 17, takeaway number 17. I find this one to be fascinating. You cannot sell a service at a price you have not previously bought at that level for. In other words, I have accounting firm owners who will come to me and say, Tyler, I want $3,000 per month CFO level engagements or higher. And I go, hey, absolutely, I totally get it. Let me ask you this. What service are you investing at the $3,000 per month level? And they go, none. And I go, okay. Do you see that there's a discrepancy here? You're asking for something that you yourself are unwilling to invest at a similar level, which means it's extremely hard to sell a service at a price point in which we have not experienced the benefit of buying at that price point. So if you find yourself struggling to sell at a premium price, consider making premium investments yourself because that will give you an incredible edge to be able to go and sell at those higher price points. I've seen it work for myself. I've seen it work for countless of other entrepreneurial accountants as well. Takeaway number 18, the market is starving for niche specific content. Okay. Now what's fascinating about our clients in the Dream Firms community is anytime they go and produce content, they win. They win, they win, they win because the market is so hungry for this type of content that only you can provide, right? Like the accounting skill set is so specialized and the expertise in it is so necessary. Every business owner needs it, but it's complicated. So if you could take that expertise, put it into bite-sized little pieces and start to get it out into the market, you will create a feeding frenzy because the market is starving for niche specific related content from accounting professionals. I see it all the time. 19, takeaway number 19, a permanent solution requires an ongoing investment. What this means is that in order for someone to solve a problem, if that problem does not continue to be invested in, whether it's accounting, whether it's related to client acquisition, that problem will recur. It will come back again. If you continue to invest in it, you will continue to have that problem solved. So again, think about how that applies to your clients. Think about how that applies to your situation. There is no just one and dones in life. You want to continue to make those investments so you can continue to see those returns. A permanent solution requires an ongoing investment. Number 20, takeaway number 20. Your dream firm is closer than you think. Your dream firm is a lot closer than you think. And the reason it's closer than you think is we tend to think in these really tiny time intervals. But if you just expand your time horizon and you look at the 3 hours a day that you're putting into working on your business, the systems that are working in the background that you no longer need to invest the time into, these things stack on top of each other so fast. So fast. Your dream firm is significantly closer than you could realistically imagine, as long as you start taking the right actions today, not tomorrow, because tomorrow never comes. And my final takeaway of my 21 takeaways for 2021 is self-doubt destroys all. Self-doubt destroys all. And I say this because I have seen people who have tremendous ambition in this space, who deserve to be bona fide rock stars with their dream firms, with dream clients who love and appreciate what they do and invest at a premium level. And I have seen their self-doubt destroy their ability to go and do that, to question their own self-worth, to question the actions that they're taking, to question the path that they are on, to the point that they paralyze themselves by overanalyzing their own self-worth. And so if I can leave you with one powerful takeaway, it is do not question your true value, your true ability to care for another person, because that is incredibly valuable. That in and of itself is valuable. And I know if you're listening to this, I know if you're serious about helping people, that your value is not something that you should ever doubt in any context. Because I believe in you, and you need to believe in yourself. And if you believe in yourself, people will believe in your promises that you can help them at an incredibly high level. So I hope you've enjoyed my 21 takeaways from 2021. And if you're looking to make 2022 the best year ever, let's just go ahead and say that we've got what you're looking for in a variety of capacities. And we're going to have a lot more takeaways from 2022. And I hope you contribute to what those takeaways are going to be. And remember that only you can make your dream firm a reality, but we're here to help you every single step of the way. Have a wonderful weekend. Say goodnight to Free Tool Friday and say hello to 2022. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, everyone.